If you are in desperate need of manifesting something really fast into your life, you're going to want to stay until the end of this video. Welcome back to Manifest with Log, as we help individuals manifest their dream lives through the use of all the different spiritual teachings through my perspective. So this one's going to be a really good video if you are really trying to manifest something very rapidly, potentially by the end of the month, by the end of the year, etc. This is going to be for you. So how this one's going to work is you're going to be using visualization and the law of polarities. Okay, so the law of polarities is actually one of the universal laws that basically says that with every good or maybe pleasurable thing, there's also the opposite or maybe the unpleasurable thing. So money, for example, we could have somebody who's extremely abundant, has lots of money, and then the opposite or negative polarity would be somebody who's very poor or not wealthy. Another example could be somebody who is trying to have a really healthy, good-looking, lean body. A good aspect of that is somebody who's very muscular, very fit, very lean. And on the opposite side of that, maybe the negative polarity, depending on how you perceive it for yourself, is somebody who's a little more overweight, unconditioned, maybe just doesn't have a lot of strength. That's basically the polarities. There's both ends of the spectrum, and both ends of the spectrum are very equally important because you will quickly find out what you don't want from a specific event or a specific thing. As in, if we use money for the example, if you are feeling lack, if you're feeling very poor, that's a great indicator that, hey, what can we do? We can have the feelings of abundance, richness, all these different things, okay? So polarities are really a good thing because they can be used as a landmark to kind of flip the script towards what you really desire. Okay, so that's going to be the first part of this to manifest really quickly. And this technique is super powerful. By the way, I use this a lot through my daily lives and I get pretty crazy with it. And I'll tell you how that kind of looks in a second. But visualization is also a really big key in manifestation. So for a lot of people, this can be done through meditation or closing your eyes. And if you're really good at it, you can actually visualize stuff with your eyes open if you've done this for a while. But say, for example, we go back to the money situation. You're trying to visualize yourself be rich. So you might visualize yourself opening up your cell phone and feeling your cell phone in your hand and looking at the bank account and seeing like $1 million in your checking account, for example. And you can even say in your imagination, like, I can't believe how fast $1 million was dropped into my bank account. Something along those lines, right? You can play around with it with a lot of iterations of whatever is meaningful for you. That's one use of that type of visualization. So do what feels natural and feels like it works well for you. And the key part of this, though, so we have the visualization and we have the basic frame of mind of the polarity. So how can we use these two together to really rapidly speed up your manifestation? So the really cool thing about polarities is that a lot of people think that the only good use of polarity is the really good thing. So for the money example, you feel really good about having $1 million in your bank account, right? So that's your visualization, the feeling, the good feeling. Well, here's the thing. You can use polarities of any aspect of life in use for your manifestation. So if you feel really fearful or really bad about a situation that happens in your life, you can use that in conjunction with your visualization. And I'm going to tell you how I do this right now. So let's say I am trying to manifest maybe a specific partner or somebody, right? We'll just use that as an example. I'm trying to manifest a relationship for myself. And one of the things I utilize is the taste of very high pleasant foods or very non-pleasant foods, okay? So one of the things I do, I really love fruit and coffee. So I will literally eat some fruit and drink some coffee and visualize myself talking with my significant other or my SP while doing this. On the flip side, there are some foods that I don't really enjoy that much, or sometimes I will accidentally have my coffee too hot, or I will drink some water that I drink room temperature and sometimes really warm water. Sometimes it will be too hot. So if I do that and I accidentally burn my mouth, I will immediately close my eyes and visualize myself saying to my SP, oh my gosh, I think I just burned my mouth. And both of those feelings are both very, very intense. And you can use the intensity of both of those feelings as a way to make the manifestation more real. Because as we know, the more you can feel it, the more real it is for you. That's going to allow you to manifest extremely quickly and bring it into your three-dimensional reality. Another way I use this too, and this is getting really crazy. Some of you who are really into deep manifestation techniques and creativity, I will actually use my dog's poop as a point of a foul smell to make a manifestation very easily. So, for example, I take her out for walks a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do out in nature. And let's just say, for example, again, I'm trying to manifest an SP. So I will pick up her poop, right? Because we're good human beings. We clean up the poop. And I'll put it in the bag, of course, but I will put it fairly close to my nose, not too close to where it actually is like brushing it, but close enough where I can smell it. And I will literally say to myself, oh my gosh, have you ever smelled this? And imagine my SP in my line of sight and her saying, you're insane or you're crazy. And it seems weird, and the thing about all this stuff is it is weird, and the weirder you can get, the quicker you can manifest. So if you're interested about being more weird, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. Once again, like this video if you got some good insight from this context. And speaking of manifesting your SP, if you are interested in doing exactly that, I've got a hack that you can use in this video right here. It's a pretty nifty way to use your imagination. So go check that out, manifest your SP, and we will of course see you next time.